Alrighty, everybody. I want to get us started here, and I can see our special guest of honor has just hopped on. But welcome to our team call. I am literally jumping out of my skin here, just so excited to have Carl on our team call today, and for everyone being able to kind of move your schedule around. I know this is earlier than we normally do team calls, so thank you all for making this a priority. I just want to tell you guys a few things about my opinions of Carl. Uh-oh. I hear a few people saying that they can't hear. One person. So let me know if you guys cannot hear me as well, or if you can. Okay. I want to tell you guys that I have never worked in a corporate setting, as you guys know. But one thing that I have really latched on to is reading books about business. And I have just taken that in like a sponge and read a lot of leadership books because I was very aware coming into this that I have no clue what I'm doing. But I want to tell you that one of the things that stands out to me every single time that I am reading a book on leadership is how grateful I am for the leadership that we have here in Beachbody. I feel that I've gotten to see a unique side of the corporate team as I've worked on the coach advisory board and gotten to know Carl and seen him in action, see how he interacts with the other corporate members, how he interacts with the coaching team. And I have to tell you that nothing but respect is felt for him. That I read a book and the first thought that I have is, well, that's why Beachbody is so special. This is what they do. This is what they display. And I'm like, they must have studied Carl, or Carl has read this and applied it. And so I feel that we are so lucky to be a part of this company, to have such phenomenal leadership, like steering the ship and directing us. And so I was just so honored and grateful that Carl was willing to get on and do a team call for us. This has never happened. Like, we have been a team here for almost 6 years now, and this is a first. And so you are a part of history being on this call right now. So I hope you all feel so special and know that, you know, you are seen and you are valued, and just feel like it's a cool thing that you get to be a part of this. So Carl, I am going to unmute you and turn the time over to you and let you take it from here.
Can you hear me? Am I
we can hear you. I'm just going to pin you so we can, everyone can for sure see you, but you're good.
All right. I'm going to get pinned. That is great news. Well, thank you. That was a super nice thing. So I was over on the other side of my office and I turned my computer on, but I couldn't get the camera to turn on. So I had to change to the other side. So anyway, sorry for making you go on and on about me. I don't know what you said that was also nice, or what I did to deserve it. But I actually asked to set up some calls like this at the end of or throughout March, and in particular to kick off April, because it's very easy coming out of January into February, and obviously a big launch of 80-Day Obsession. It's very easy for people to take for granted what we do and how we do it. And so here we have, you know, an incredible team. They've supported you. They're led by an incredible, superstar, super leader in what you have managed to put together with your team and the way you represent them at coach advisory board meetings, and you know, what you and Scotty have really done. Like, it's just so impressive to see the way this team has held together through good times and tough times. And you've always been courageously forthright and told us when we were doing things a little wrong, and you've told us when things were needed to change or when things weren't going that good. So point is, it's a really critical time for us to sort of shake our own tree. And so consider me the tree shaker. For many people, they get into this routine, and I'm particularly talking to the person who wants to use this opportunity to make a little bit of extra money in maybe an hour or two a day. And that's the reason that I started my little group. I call it the Success Club System 1x3x5 group. I assume that a few people at least are a part of that group on Facebook. We invited everybody who bought or who buys a ticket to Summit to come be a part of that group, where I'm refining a system that uses these behaviors that we saw in 2017, where a group of coaches, when things were tough for just about the entire network, there was this pocket of 4,000 coaches whose income was going up. And so many people were like losing coaches to other networks or didn't have faith in the business anymore. And, then we were transitioning to the digital model. And like, what's going on? So we looked at these 4,000 coaches. How is their income going up? And so now we're translating that into a system that where we want, it's like Mai and Jeff and Kim and Michael, our goal is for this to be the most reliable part-time business opportunity ever created in network marketing or any opportunity where, because the problem is so big, it's literally $1 trillion problem, obesity and lifestyle disease. And we've got this magical formula. Obviously, it includes fitness and nutrition, and being proof the product works and incredible supplements. But it also includes this concept of people helping people, holding people accountable, not fitness experts or nutrition experts, but people who are making it their job, their income opportunity to be the proof the product works. It's our first vital behavior, right? And it's such it's such an incredible opportunity that for everybody who's on this call and everybody who's on your team, your personal team, has the opportunity to cash flow in this massive problem that is undermining self-esteem and undermining quality of life for so many people, that right now, here we are, what is it, April 4th. We have got to get to work. We can't wait for 2B Mindset to launch. We can't wait for Super Saturday, which, by the way, I'm hoping you get to, because you got to learn more about these babies, because it's super exciting. Whoop, whoop. And did you know, a little aside here, did you know that chips are the number one snack in North America? Chips, like potato chips. Who eats potato chips? Like, this has got to stop. So we got these bars with 150 calories, 10 grams of protein, less, not that much carbs, sugars, 6 grams of sugars. That's not bad. And fiber, somewhere in there, there's fiber. 4 grams of fiber. Like the other snack bars that we compared this to, Larabar, Cliff Bar, Kind Bar, much higher in sugar. Point is, super exciting time. I'm declaring war on chips. No longer are chips allowed to be the number one snack in North America. So anyway, the point is, before we even launch those, like, what can you do today that will make a difference in somebody's life? Because it's right here, right? See how close my fingers are? They're so close to you making a difference in somebody's life, but you just need to be doing it in the right way. And what I said to the guys in Utah, what we call our coach development group, our coach development team, is we've got to get more people. We've got to show people and talk to coaches who, if they're going to spend any time on this business with any desire to make some money by helping people, we've got to make sure that they're fishing in the right part of the lake. And I'll use this metaphor, okay? So I go out in my fishing boat, and I got my little engine, and I'm driving around, and I see all these people. There's 4,000 people fishing over there, and they're pulling fish out like crazy. And it's amazing. And then I look over on this other side of the lake, and I have to yell over to these tens of thousands of people and say, you guys, you're fishing in the wrong part of the lake. The part of the lake over here that's working is this Instagram story part. And I know you've heard this over and over again, but I'm going to re-emphasize it because there's an assignment coming up at the end of this. Why is Instagram stories such a big deal? It's because that is what people are watching. That is where people are getting a sense of what's happening in your life, okay? So it's always funny when I log into my little Instagram thing here and then what pops up. Okay, I like you. I like you too. You're fantastic. Now, let me change my screen. So, all right, well, we're going to, so, all right, here we go. So, here's Instagram stories, right? Now, you see them across the top. These are the most prominent things. These are the things that people are checking first. Sure, they might be scrolling through what's going on there, but if they want to get a sense of what's going on in the 50 or 200 lives that they're checking in on to see, that's going to appear in these little circles up there. That is where you need to be. You need to show that you are representing and living a lifestyle that they might want to replicate, okay? So there are 5 things that you need to always have a story at the top of, you always want to be in the circle in every 24-hour period. And there are 5 things that we saw our increasers doing, the ones over here on this side of the lake, and they're bringing up the fish. There's 5 things that they had in common, and here are the 5 things. They're posting one of their shakes, either a Shakeology or an Energize or a Recover or a Daily Sunshine. Maybe it's going to end up being that they'll show that they're eating a bar, but they are consuming one of the products and talking about it might just be a still of them. It's like, I'm having a salad in a cup, or here's my serving of vegetables, or I'm not going to eat one of those high sugar bars anymore, or this is how I get psyched up for my workout by drinking my what do they call it? My mom crack. You know, that all the different names that people have for the products. So there's one thing a day that is your shake. Then there's 3 posts a day that can all be at the same time, but that are examples of your workout. 15-second clips, just 3 little 15-second clips. I don't know why it is, but people love to watch other people working out. I don't know why it is, but I'm telling you right now, I guarantee if I went to 3/4 of the people on this call right now and I checked your Instagram story, I would not see video of you working out. I might see a little pile of dumbbells by your feet and some loops and sliders. I might even see you drinking your Energize and then cut to, I did my workout and now I'm sweaty, but I will not see pictures of you doing your workout. That is one of the fundamentals. Your shake, your workouts, just take 3 little clips, not your whole workout, just 3 little 15-second clips. Then something from your nutrition. If you're doing 80-day obsession, it could be an example of you and the containers, meal planning, a shot of your salad, something that shows that you're getting your information on how to eat and still enjoy food from some resource, and it happens to be from the resource of being a Team Beachbody coach. The 4th thing, and this is a critical one and one I really want to talk about today, something that represents your brand, okay? Something about who you are. Now for me, here I am in my office. I don't know what to look around, but I got stacks of paper, whatever. I could talk a little bit about something just about me. Got a new iPad, whatever, something that says, who am I? What is different about me? And it doesn't have to be long. It could be 15 seconds. Take my kid to karate class. My other kid wants to play guitar. Something that we can relate to so that I'm more than just this fitness and nutrition person in your life, but I'm a real human being. And then 5th and finally, and I'll come back to why this is so important, this number 4. And finally, number 5 is the invitation. This is a moment, and these 5 things happen every day. That moment when you just go, and here I'm going to give you a little example. So what you would do is you would go to, see the little camera up there at the top, click on that, okay? And all of a sudden, boom, I can turn that around. I'm looking at myself. There we are. Hi, everybody. Okay, and so here, I'll do a little call to action. I'll do it toward you so you can see me. Okay, so hey, it's Carl. As you know, I've been working out, doing 80-day obsession. It's been fantastic. I'm inviting you to my next group. It starts April 23rd. Just hit me up with a message. Stop just looking at me and hit me up with a message so you can be a part of my next group. Looking for 3 people? Okay, hit me up with a message. Okay, that's it. Boom, done. I can do that every day, mix it up every day. I'm just trying to find 3 people. That's all you're trying to find right now, 3 people. That's why I call it my 1 by 3 by 5 group, because I want you to help 3 people a month, and I want you to have 5 people on your team who also help 3 people a month. That's how we're going to change the tide of obesity and how you're going to build a business that starts to work for you, because you don't have to do all the work. You don't have to be the person recruiting 100 people a month. You're just getting your 3 people a month, and then you're getting 5, 10, 15 people to get their 3 people a month. And that's how it snowballs, because I don't want you to be under the pressure to have to change the world all by yourself. This is why you build a team. Okay, so what are the 5 things you do every day? Shot of you doing your shake on Instagram stories, okay? That's where people are getting the information, not from the little squares. It's not happening. It's not, let me go to my page. So it's just not happening down here. Like, they might go there for more information about you. They might check the feed, but how boring is the feed anymore? The feed is just not where it's at. Where it's at, what's exciting is what's happening in the little circles at the top. That's where people are making mistakes and doing funny things, and taking polls. That's where the interactivity is. That's where the fish are biting right now. So these are the 5 things, and I'm begging you, literally, on behalf of your wallet and your enthusiasm and your effort, I am begging you, before you lay your head down on the pillow tonight, I want you to post live something on Instagram stories, even if it's just an invite to your next challenge group, because that's another thing that we found with the increasers. They always had a challenge group that they were inviting to. Didn't matter if it was all on one program or a clean week or a fondue challenge, whatever, salad a day challenge. They were always inviting something so that they had something to start. You know how we say in the vital behaviors, invite, invite, invite. This is a critical thing. You always need to have something to invite them to. I know a lot of people are inviting to April 23rd start of 80-Day Obsession. And when To Be Mindset comes out, because I'm sure you know people who are interested in losing weight, but maybe don't want to do an exercise program, you'll be inviting to them. I'll give you more information on that. But here's the thing. So today, literally tonight, just hold your phone up, take the chance, be you. People love you because they love what's unique about you. Not the fact that they want to see something funny. They want to see you wake up and what's your bedhead like and complain about something. Just be you, and you're going to show your shake. You're going to show 3 clips of your workout. You're going to show something from your nutrition choices from throughout the day, a little something in your personality. Hey, I'm getting my car washed. I left the window down a crack, and now I'm soaked. I've got soap all over the left side of my body. And then you're going to do this invitation in real video. Oh, shoot. Did he just say that? Yes, I did. It's not just a graphic. Come, send me a message. Join my challenge group. Looking for 3 people. It can't be just graphics. It's got to be a human being inviting a human being. I'd love it if you did this in the line at Starbucks. I'd love it if you did it at the grocery store. But it's kind of easy to do this fishing on Instagram stories, but you need to do it every day. And what's beautiful about doing it every day, okay, this is one of the sort of the little nuggets that we learn from the increasers. And particularly if you want to change your body, because you know how hard it is to stay consistent with your fitness, with your shake, with your nutrition. If you hold yourself accountable to do this every single day, because these little circles, they get retired every 24 hours. So if you don't have a new workout up there in 24 hours, you skipped your workout or something. So I should be able to go to your Instagram story every day and see these 5 things, because you should always be eating. You should always be drinking a shake every day. You should always be doing your workout. So unless I get into that little window where the last one evaporated and your new one isn't there, I should always be able to see all 5 things. Here's another tip. You don't need to do 30 stories. I am not asking you to create a reality show here. In fact, I think boring is a little better, because if you've ever gone to Instagram stories and you see somebody with like 40 dots across the top, you're like, oh my God, I don't have time. Swipe. Like you don't need to be that interesting. What you need to be is consistent. And the benefit to you is going to be, remember, what we're trying to do is combine. Here's your desire to lose weight and get in shape. Here's your desire to make money. We're trying to combine those things so that both of them happen. If you're consistent every day with showing your workout and showing your nutrition and showing your shake, that means you're also doing it every single day. Now, there's pressure on you to do it every day and post it every day and invite every day. How often are you inviting? Really? How often are you proactively inviting somebody to join your group? Probably not every day. You might be doing it, let me turn that off. Oh my gosh, what is that noise? Okay, it was like fairies, like it was getting angel dust. So this is a way to force yourself to do it every single day. Now, here's what happens. The next beautiful thing is when you say, I'd love for you to be, one of the 3 people that joins my group. Okay, this is going to be like, this will maybe blow your mind. Okay, so if you were to click on, I hate to just pick somebody here, but because I don't have one up. All right, let me do Ayana. So if no, I can't do it. I got to do it on mine. So let me put this. Hi, I'm doing a coach call with Brigitte. Say hi. Okay, I'm going to post this story, but then I'm going to show them something because I'm showing them that you need to post Instagram stories every single day and invite people to your challenge group. Have you invited somebody to your challenge group? Do it today. Okay, so there we go. Now I'm going to push this little thing. Plus, it's on my story. Okay, so now it's on my stories. Now I'm going to have to wait a second. Okay, so we'll get back to that in a second because I need some people to see that so that I can show you a really cool trick. Remember I said that this 4th thing, your own brand, something about your life matters? Well, if you are lucky enough, or if you have bought a summit ticket, at the end of this week, I'm going to be putting up a interview that I'm doing with Sally Hogshead. She's an author who wrote this book called Fascinate, which is about defining your own brand. Defining your own brand is going to help you attract people to your Instagram account, to your social media, and to your challenge group. Because you might be like, wait a minute, I just look like everybody else. Do I need to dye my hair pink? Do I need to be a tattoo person? Do I need to be need to be stay-at-home mom? No, you be you, boo-boo. That's what we want, is you to figure out how to be you and the best you and push the best part of you forward and not be the same. So that if you bought a challenge, like this lady speaks for tens of thousands of dollars to groups, and she's got this she's this amazing marketer. I talked to her today, and we're going to continue tomorrow, and then I'm going to put that video up in my group. It is worth the price of a summit ticket just to get access to her personality test that'll show you what things are most powerful and fascinating about you, and how to implement that to attract more followers to your social media and to your coach business. Okay, so that's why it's important. So I'm kind of excited about this new thing. That is the next lesson in my 1x3x5 group that you get invited to if you buy a summit ticket. Okay, that's the end of that commercial. But I really don't care. Like, even if you don't go to summit, it's not a big deal. I just want you to be in that group so that you're helping me refine and define these best practices, because I want you to be successful. Everybody wins. Okay, so there's my little circle, right, Carl? I'm going to go click on myself. There I am. I'm talking. Now, if I swipe up, I see who watched, okay? So it looks like Tara and Jeline and Cammie and Grace. So that's who swiped up. So let's say in my invitation, nobody sent me a message. Boo-hoo, poor me. But I see who watched me. So I can click on Tara, okay, and go to her page, and I can send her a message. Hey, Tara, I noticed you saw my invitation. I'm just looking for 3 people. I would love it if you would join me. Can I send you some information? Or what is your goal? Or my goal is to lose 5 to 15 pounds in the next 3 weeks. Do you have a goal? I can engage with her now in a direct conversation because she saw my invite. Worst case is she says, sorry, I clicked on it by mistake, or I have no interest, or she unfollows me, but I doubt it. She just took the trouble to watch me on Instagram stories. And she will likely tell me the truth. Oh, I've already got a fitness program, or I kind of wouldn't mind losing 15 pounds in 3 weeks, or whatever it is. Then I get to start this conversation back and forth. This is part of, we call it the invite process, but invite is really attract, connect, and invite. Those are the 3 steps. So I just attracted her with my fascinating Instagram story. Now I want to connect with her. And I had 82 people had seen my story since I put it up there. So now I want to connect with her. And then I'm going to invite with her. So once I've connected, I want to find out, what are your goals? What hasn't worked for you? This is where coaching is like magical. This is where you should be so proud of the value that you bring to the equation, because you're going to ask Tara or whomever watched your story, what hasn't worked for you? Why have you quit in the past? What would be the right kind of program for you? You get to gather this information because you're going to get the tingles. You're going to be so excited. I'm going to help this person here the first week of April be ready for Memorial Day. That's coming in just a month and a half or something. Like, you're going to be able to help them. Like, oh, you're so close if you do this today. So you're going to send this message to her. You're going to connect. And then what are you going to do? Share a cart. We got this training all over. It's all over the champions page. It's in my 1x3x5 group. You're going to say, hey, Tara, I want you to be one of my 3 people that join me in my challenge group on April 23rd. So I'm going to go into Share a Cart. Anyway, you know where Share a Cart is. So I'm going to assume and Brigitte will tell you where it is if you don't know. And you go in and you build a cart. Now, here's the beautiful thing. If you follow the steps that I'm talking about, the 5 things, sorry for all the review, but it's important. Your shake, your workouts, your nutrition, a little bit about you, and this video invite. You do that every single day. You look, let me see who watched me, swipe up, send some messages out. Now I've got people. And then let's say that every day I start 4 conversations a day, 4 little conversations with people who watched my little invite video. And I get the conversations to mature to the point that, can I just send you a share a cart so you see what my group's going to be doing? Just looking for 3 people. Our statistics show that over 50% of the people who get a share a cart actually follow through and buy. 50%. Do that 4 times a day. That's 2 people a day who might be saying yes to your share a cart. Your goal is 3 for the month so that you make it into Success Club. But imagine if you helped 20 people or 10 people a month, your business would start to snowball. So the steps: Instagram stories, these 5 topics a day. Start the conversation. You swipe up, see who watched it, you swipe up. Then you send those messages, find out what kind of program would work for them, see if they're ready for you to send them a share cart, because you want to do it with permission. You don't want to spam them. And then over 50% of the people are saying yes when they get a share cart. And you might be going, wait, I know what's going to happen, Carl. I know. They're going to say, wait a minute, this is like $200. This is more expensive than I expected it to be. You need to be prepared. And here's my next assignment. And Brigitte, I'm going to even put this on you. You can never be surprised by that question ever again in your life from this moment on. Because first off, you need to believe enough in what you do that question should make you chuckle inside. You work your hiney off. You work so hard to help people. And this shake is so magnificent. And for the first time in their lives, they're going to have somebody holding them accountable with the Challenge Tracker app, helping them see this incredible. Like, imagine 80-day obsession with 80 workouts, like 80 personal trainer sessions. That could literally be $8,000 of personal training, plus timed nutrition, and the accountability group, including you as a coach. It is laughable that can cost less than $200. This shake is so powerful and potent, it is laughable that it is less than $10 per serving. If you've ever gone to a cold juice press place, or you've gone to like one of these juicer places where you get this tall thing with the orange juice and the ice, and then you boost it and whatever, you're going to pay $7, $8, $9, $10 for one of these things, and it's mostly orange juice. we give you this daily dose of dense nutrition, including protein and fiber and probiotics and prebiotics and adaptogens that is so good for you and so good for your customer that you get to say, look, I get this question every time. People go, I send them the share cart and they go, oh, wait a minute, that shake, it's like $5 a serving. Let me make you this guarantee. I drink this shake every single day. I've had it now 100 times this year. I've had it every single day of 2018. I'm not doing it because I'm a show off. I'm doing it because I believe it is feeding my body well. Now, part of my story, my number 4 is I hate vegetables. And I'm not afraid to tell people I eat like a second grader. So this shake is important to me. So that's part of my story, and people can identify with me on that fact. You've got your own story, but you get to say to somebody, look, I believe in this shake. I've been drinking it constantly. I'm what they call a 365er, and I've got this little golden scoop to prove it. I want you to just do it for 30 days in a row. And I'll make a little note. I'll put it in my calendar. If on day 20 or 21, after 3 weeks of drinking it, if you're not happy, if you're not more regular, losing weight, and if you don't feel like you have a better sense of well-being, we're going to get you your money back. I want you out of the program because there's only 2 outcomes that I will accept as a coach, because I'm a professional coach and I want to make extra money in my spare time with this business. Either you don't have a good experience, which means I need you to get your money back, because the last thing I want on Facebook or Instagram is somebody saying, yeah, I tried that thing with Brigitte, and I think all she wanted was my money because I never heard from her again, and the program didn't really work for me. That's the last thing Brigitte wants out there on social media. So you want them to have their money back. Please get your money back if you're not happy. The only other option is that it works for them. And now you've got a walking, talking billboard of people saying, thank God I met Brigitte, or Holly, or Amanda, or Tiffany, or Ashley, or Casey. They're the ones that finally held me accountable to my goals, and I actually lost 10 pounds before Memorial Day and feel good in my own skin. Those are the only 2 options that you should accept. And you need to be proactive in your 1 or 2 hours a day that you do these 5 things, and the follow-ups, and the attraction, and the send a cart, and then you talk to your team or your challengers, because you only want these 2 outcomes. You don't want anybody out there with sour grapes. So you don't want their money if they're not having a good experience with it. So that is how it's done. If you see it through with people, if you do these 5 things, if you're always inviting to a challenge group and you're proactively using Instagram stories. Now look, you might be saying, gosh, he's talking a long time. It's even more than a half hour now. Sounds like a lot. And it's really not. These 5 posts amount to maybe a minute and a half of Instagram story time. A minute and a half. You want to be doing the workouts, right? You want to be drinking the shake. You want to be following the nutrition. You don't need to share your life story, just a little something about yourself. And you need to do that hard thing, and that is, hey, I'm starting a new challenge group, April 23rd. Would love for you to be involved. Send me a message if you'd like to lose 5 to 15 pounds in the first 3 weeks. Boom, there's the invite. That's all it took. Now the rest is the connection, the conversation. That's the fun part, because you're sifting through to find people like you, find people who would be interested in doing this. You're going to be attracting your own tribe, and then you're going to help them get results, which is the fun part. That's what this business is. It is so simple. Here, let me just, one last thing before I kind of turn it over to Brigitte, and maybe if you have a couple questions, I can open it up for questions. But the person who makes the most money is going to be the person who helps the most people. Stop making it complicated. You definitely want to fish in the right place, which is generally Instagram stories. Doesn't mean you can't use Instagram or follow people or start conversations on their platform just to have things in common with people, or do it with the PTA or whatever, your knitting circle, whatever it is. You can find people who are doing the same things you're doing, and you start conversations with them. That's okay. But if you just, when you wake up and you don't go, I got to figure out how to do this coaching business. If instead your reflex is, I'm going to see if I can help 3 people today, because that was my goal for this month. I'm going to see if I can help them all today. You're going to love it. Every conversation, you're bulletproof because what you want to do is help those people. And when Brigitte says that, boy, Carl must read all these business books, that must be a book written by or read by our CEO. I read them all. I read them all. And the one consistent thing are the people who win. The people who succeed are the people who provide value to people. They're not the best salespeople. Sales is just an empty suit. They're the people who match a need, a person with the thing that they need. And that is going to be a person who gets referrals, who builds team, who builds tribe, who builds gratitude. And then you'll be unstoppable. But you need to do it the right way, and you need to use Share a Cart. So this is the assignment at the end of today. And I want to get off the phone so that you go do it. You've got to try Instagram stories. If I were to check in on you later today, I want to be able to see that little red circle around your Instagram stories. If you don't have Instagram yet, start it and start following a bunch of people. They'll follow you back. Start following people who are like you. If you don't feel like you're in your best shape, that your body's not there yet, perfect. Imagine how much more powerful it would be to start in a group with a person who's got 50 pounds to lose if you're also a person that has 50 pounds to lose. Because you're going to go through that can be your invitation right there. Hey, I know I'm not a beach body yet, but you know what I heard a beach body is? I heard it from the CEO, and I was talking with him today. You post that. What he said was, a beach body is a person who's doing their best to feel comfortable in their own skin so they can go to the beach no matter where they are in their transformation. Post that. Add another one. So regardless of where you are, I got 50 pounds to lose. You want to lose 50 pounds with me? Let's succeed and fail together and work it all out. Send me a message. I'll send you more information. There you go. You don't have to be a hard body in great shape or a fitness expert or a nutrition expert. You just need to have an open heart, and you need to communicate with people in an authentic, honest way. Use Instagram stories. Always be inviting to a challenge group. Use Share a Cart, and use that money back guarantee, because there is no way what we offer is not worth the money. Let me say that the other way. What we offer, which includes your accountability, if you're real about it, if you really hold people accountable to what their goals were, you are worth the money for sure. And this shake is worth the money. Believe it. And when I say don't ever be surprised by the value question again, what I mean by that is be prepared with the answer to the value question. Put it on a little note for yourself, because they're going to ask you, and it's okay. They should ask you that. And you should, if you're serious about making money with this, Brigitte, they got to have an answer that they're ready, that they practice, that they giggle inside when they go, I'm so glad. And you know why you should be glad when somebody asks you that? When they go, well, that sounds a little expensive. That means they're thinking about doing it. So you're like, okay, let me answer this one because I've got a great answer. You get me. You get 80 workouts or 21 workouts or whatever it is. You get $7,000 of content. You get the most amazing shake. I drink it every single day, and it helps me so much, or whatever the collection is. And I'm going to help you. For the first time in your life, I'm going to be there, and my group's going to be there to hold you accountable so that you really do get results, because that's what I want for you. And if you don't, we're going to figure that out in the first 3 weeks. We're going to get you your money back. I don't know of any shake bar, I don't know of any juice place that will let you drink their shakes for an entire 30 days. And if you don't like the last one, you get all 30 days of your shakes back. Nobody else does that. We're doing it because we're that confident and we're that hopeful that people will get results. So you got to have that. So get yourself a little note card and have that answer. Write it out so that when somebody does it, you can go, okay, what is my answer? And you write it out because you've got it, because you shouldn't be blindsided by that, because they have a right to ask it, and it's good news when they ask it. So here it is, April 4th. Now what are you going to do with it? It is 7:42 on the East Coast, I think, 4:42 here. Within the next 15 minutes, if you jumped off this, you could get on Instagram stories and do an invite to your next challenge group. Get on that, say you talked to the CEO, and he said, let's see if we can help 3 people this week. That's all I'm saying. You can always open it up to 10 But if you make it 3 people, people are going to be like, well, that feels kind of intimate. That feels like I might actually get support from somebody, and they're not just doing a cattle call, and they're not just trying to get my money. So you're looking for 3 people, and see if you can get them in, and do it by the end of the week, and then you're in Success Club, and then you help the next rung of your team. You help them get their 3 people. And of those 3 people, you can be like, you know what? If anybody else wanted to invite some people, I could show you how to become a coach, and then you could make money by supporting them, and it can go about it if anybody's interested. So that's my little story. And I talked longer than I expected to, because I really do want to get out of your way now. You know what to do. If you can join if you can buy a summit ticket so you can be in my 1x3x5 group, I'd love to have you in. I want expert coaches, and I want brand new coaches, because I want all the feedback, so that maybe by the summer or by the end of the summer, I've got a system that we can plug anybody into, and they go, oh, I do this, and it's going to work for them, because we will have refined it to what really works, and what's being the most productive in the hour or 2 that a part-time coach can spend. So I'd love to have you in there. In the meantime, Brigitte, I hope you share everything that we share in the group with them. But right now, your job is to leave the meeting and go post Instagram stories. Instagram should break right now, because all how many? 77 of you should be posting stories in the next 5 or 10 minutes. I'm looking at you, Holly. Okay.
I love this. I just have to say, one of the things I so appreciate about this company is that everybody is curious. The corporate team comes in and they find out what is working. They make a system out of it, give us a 5-step process so we can apply and duplicate. And I love that. I have to tell you, I have a friend working at corporate for another network marketing business, and this is not how everybody operates. I think sometimes we take it for granted, but many times other companies, they shut people down when they see someone thriving, and that's just not how we operate. And so I love this. I wasn't sure what to expect, but this totally breaks it down and makes it so simple. So can I ask you 2 questions real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Some of the questions that have come up as you guys are commenting, keep them coming. Some of them I am able to answer for you in our team page, so if I don't address that. But we did get a question of who was the author for the book Fascinate. I missed the author myself.
Sally Hogshead.
Sally Hogshead.
Yes.
Okay.
And she makes it's Fascinate.
Okay.
Book. The new book is Fascinate: How to Make Your Brand Impossible to Resist.
I love it. And I loved this question as well. With all of the books that you have read, what is your favorite?
It's impossible. It's like probably my go-to is Think and Grow Rich, because of the underlying time-tested approach to finding your definitive purpose. And it goes, and the title is gratuitous, because it's not really just about Think and Grow Rich. It's about focus and achieve anything is really what he should have called it. So that's sort of a go-to. But here's the way that I look at personal development: is you need to take your own inventory and look at what is it that holds you back. What is the thing that you need to work on? And that should be the book that's on your Kindle or on your nightstand and in your car, so that you're working on the weakness that you've got right now. And so it's not about what's best for me, because my problems are my problems, and I've got millions of them. You need to be working on, is it fear? Is it lack of initiative? Is it, there's that book, Eat That Frog, which is like tries to get you into productivity mode first thing. You've got to, but the important thing is take inventory and go, oh, this is why I failed at those last 3 things. And I don't want that to happen. So let me Google search the book that solves that problem. And when in doubt, I would say, find anything that helps you stay positive even when things aren't good. So with that in mind, I would say there's a book called The Obstacle is the Way, which is based on Stoicism. I think his name is Ryan Holiday, and that is absolutely fantastic. I've read that book 3 times. So that's probably book number 2 on my books that I love. So, but take your own inventory and go, what's not working for me? And but don't let the book absorb all the time of the work, because you've got to do the work. And it's so easy to, my desk is a little messy, I better clean this up and then I'll start the work. You've just got to do these 5 posts, invite people, learn how to use Share a Cart, and just get out there. And nothing succeeds like action. And that's what you got to do. All right. I'm still talking, and you're supposed to be out there.
No, this is so appreciated. And thank you so much for your time. I know, you're a busy man. You have a lot of obligations and commitments. And thank you so much for making time for our team. I know it's so appreciated, and everyone was just so excited to get on and hear. And you delivered above and beyond. So thank you so much. This call has been recorded, everyone. So thank you all for tuning in. I will post the recording in the team page. Thank you, Carl. So appreciated.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.